right, so look at that. All right, so we're gonna make a simple mushroom pizza using all of our mushroom mix here at the restaurant. And for that, we're gonna use one of our beautiful doughs here. Look at that. It's already been fermenting for about 72 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. You're gonna take out dough from a pan, you guys. You're gonna put a little bit of flour in between the creases here, like this. So when you go to take it out, they're not sticking next to each other and it's a little bit easier to take out. So with the spatula, go ahead and break the dough from the other ones next to it very carefully, and you kind of want to bite into it like this. And separate it from the walls. Okay, and very carefully just take it out of the pan. There you go. I have some of my semolina over here, and we're gonna put our pizza dough on top of that. We're gonna put some more semolina on it. This is just so the dough can dance on top of your table or whatever counter you're working with. This is one of the most important parts with Neapolitan pizza, is opening up the dough. And we want to start from the middle out. 4 tips of your fingers over here like this. You're going to want to go ahead and start in the middle. Basically, you're going to want to get the air from the inside of the dough out into the edges. Once you do that, we're going to give it a little bit of a spin here. On our mushroom pizza, I like to use 3 different mushrooms. And what we do is we put all of our mushrooms with a little bit of garlic, oregano, and extra virgin olive oil in our oven. And we let them cook before we get them ready to use for our pizzas. Now I'm gonna use our 00 flour on top of our dough, just so it's a little easier to handle. A lot of pizza makers have their own way of stretching the pizza. I like to just kind of put it on my fist like this, start off in the middle, and then go round and round. And as the pizza stretches out, you go to the edges. Look how beautiful that is. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice little stretch over here like this. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Okay, now what we're gonna do is use some of our pizza sauce, and look how nice and chunky that is in there. So sometimes in this style of pizza, less is more. So I don't like to use a whole ton of sauce on the pizza, but as long as you have some of those tomatoes in there, look how the texture on the tomatoes is on our pizza sauce here. That's just beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and put some of our cheese on our pizza. Hit it up with a little bit of that pecorino romano. And then this is our mushroom mix, which has 3 different mushrooms on there, which already been pre-baked and ready to use. They're just beautiful. These are fresh mushrooms, guys. These are not some of those canned mushrooms that you get at pizza shops. We're using real ingredients here, and we take care of our ingredients. Now we're gonna hit it up with a little bit of that extra virgin olive oil, and off it goes into the oven.